Hello and welcome to VOA's Red Carpet. My name is Jackson Vunganyi. This week on the Red Carpet, we chat with Ugandan actor Mushema Housen on how streaming platforms have transformed Uganda's entertainment industry. And we meet Sebastian Cruz, the performance coach and dancer whose coaching credits include superstar Madonna. Plus, we visit Zimbabwe's Victoria Falls, known as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. Let's get on with the show. Hollywood legend John Amos, who played characters in the TV shows Good Times, Roots, and in movies, died in Los Angeles of natural causes. He was 84 years old. His August 21st death, announced by his son Casey Amos, had not been disclosed until early October. John Amos, who was known for playing roles of strong black characters, will be remembered by African audiences for his roles in the movie Coming to America and Kunta Kinte in the critically acclaimed miniseries Roots, a role that earned him an Emmy nomination. And not far from VOA headquarters, Bob Marley's 5 sons made a stop in the state of Virginia on their multi-city tour, bringing their late father's timeless message to audiences worldwide. The Marley Brothers, the Legacy Tour, marks the first time in 2 decades that Ziggy, Stephen, Julian, Kaimani, and Damian have performed together. Each of the brothers have carved out their own successful career in music, while they continue to carry forward their father's powerful heritage. Stephen Marley said that the brothers plan to collaborate on a new album to continue championing their father's enduring message of positivity and unity. Mushema Housen is a leading Ugandan actor known for his captivating roles in multiple TV series across the country. He joins me in studio to talk about his career and his highly anticipated new TV series, Prefect.
Now we have new work that is coming out, especially the fact that we have key players like Mal Choice coming into with Showmax. You know, we lack more of those to put in more money, to put in more creativity and teaching the new creators, the new content creators, the way outside market we compete with the standards back the side, you know. So they're really trying so hard, but we need more of Showmax, Netflix to come through. You
so
know?
These platforms have helped you elevate your game in a way.
So much, because right now we have our show like Sanyu being previewed in South Africa. You know, the ratings. Earlier we talked about the ratings, and you know, back then we didn't have how to know that whether the show is being watched by how many people. Right now we know that the show is being downloaded by this kind of numbers, and these numbers help to bring in money because now you know.
How did you start into acting yourself?
First of all, I started as a model. And I did that for a couple of years as a model into the fashion business. I won awards back in Uganda. I modeled on Tanzania on platforms like Swahili Fashion Week back in Tanzania, and so many shows around East Africa. I was in magazine shoots, underwear shoots, name it.
Yeah, you've been around.
I've been around. So when I crossed over to film, it was the same strategy I used. I said, you know what, I'm back to zero. I have to learn new stuff. So I started with theater. I crossed over from theater, from the shows we did like Tragedy of Macbeth, and then into film we did the Hostel series. We've done shows with NTV, Second Chance, the remake of the Telemundo show, and then so many shows. Right now the current one that is booming in East Africa or in Uganda as well, it is Sanyu. It's a 880 episode, 4 years of filming.
Wow.
On a set.
Wow.
You know, it's a success. We are happy.
And you're currently working on a new project, launching soon.
Yeah, we are launching Prefects.
Yeah.
A show that was filmed in Kenya with Kenyan and Ugandan actors. Such a great show that depicts the political atmosphere in Africa, where we look at the powers of prefect.
In school.
In school.
Yes. I like that.
A prefect has more power than a teacher.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember that as a person who went to school in East Africa.
Imagine yes. A prefect has more power than a teacher. A teacher, why are you taking my student from class? Shut up. He didn't lay his bed. He didn't make his bed. I'm going to punish him. Imagine. So the political atmosphere shows you the power that the student has vis-a-vis the
current political leaders in the country.
Yes, so we're looking at that, and the reason why it was filmed in Nairobi is because of the political atmosphere back home in Uganda.
Sebastian Cruz is a Cape Verdean Swedish dancer, mentor and physical health expert, celebrity trainer and public speaker. He developed an innovative method that transcends conventional fitness, offering a dynamic pathway to enhance stamina, focus, and decision-making agility. His client list includes Madonna. Cruz sees social media as a powerful tool for business growth. Let's check it out.
Sebastian Cruz, or Coach Sebastian, participant of Mandela Washington Fellowship Summit 2024, is an international dancer with over 15 years' experience. Cruz has developed physical training methods for executives, dancers, and renowned artists such as Madonna and Mohombi.
From nowhere, a good friend of mine that I had trained before, she calls me and she says, "Hey, like I wanna introduce you for an artist." And fast forward, her friend had seen something that I have posted and tagged her in, and then from nowhere, I get a phone call from Madonna. I mean, I'm on the beach, I'm having a good time, I'm drinking a caipirinha, I'm doing good, like I'm on vacation. And yeah, I get a phone call and Madonna calls me, and then fast forward, now I'm in New York, and I'm with her there. I'm in her home, living in her home. I've also trained African artists, Afro-Swedish artists like Mohombi, who is a Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter. And yeah, it's the same thing there. I really focus on helping people get stronger. I think if you use social media correctly, it's such a powerful tool. What ended up happening is that I ended up with one of the biggest artists in the world. And that is just by being like consciously putting out content. So one of the biggest things and takeaways I wish people do is that they understand that it's not about how many that are watching, first of all, it's about who is watching. And then even if you have a small following, you can still get to where you want to get, and I'm a testament of that.
Law and Order Special Victims Unit has been renewed for its 25th season. It is the longest-running primetime drama on US television. The show's lead character, Captain Olivia Benson, played by Mariska Hargitay, has become such a fixture in American life. She was recently honored by the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. Viewers, Maxime Adams has the story.
Americans and millions around the world have come to know the distinctive theme of Law and Order Special Victims Unit. This police drama and its star Olivia Benson, portrayed by Mariska Hargitay, has aired on NBC television for a quarter of a century. On Monday, Hargitay and show creator Dick Wolf presented one of Benson's costumes from the 25th season to the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History.
You know, Olivia is after justice, and she does it with compassion, and she does it for healing. That's what we want, is a healed society, and that's what the Smithsonian does, right? A more just and compassionate society.
Law and Order SVU follows a specialized team of detectives led by Benson, focused on solving sexual assault crimes. Benson's costume will now be part of the permanent Entertainment Nation exhibit at the Smithsonian. The exhibit explores how the entertainment industry has shaped American society for over 150 years.
That her beautiful costume, though, tells so many deep stories about sexual assault, about survivors, and about what we can do to help both the survivors and this, long and tragic history of sexual violence.
Special Victims Unit was a spin-off from the original Law and Order series, which ran 20 years and was revived a few years ago. According to executive producer Anastasia Puglisi, the show's longevity stems from the connection audiences feel with Olivia Benson.
I think first and foremost it's that people can connect with Captain Olivia Benson more than anything, and they feel like The audience truly wants to believe like someone like Benson is out there in the world fighting for them if, God forbid, they were ever in a situation like that.
Mariska Hargitay is also helping people in real life. In 2004, she founded the Joyful Heart Foundation, dedicated to supporting survivors of sexual assault and child abuse. Maxim Adams, VOA News, Washington.
Zimbabwean authorities are hoping tourism will help revive the ailing economy, as one government official cites new figures that show more tourists are visiting Victoria Falls, known as one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. But critics say the country's poor infrastructure is preventing the site from realizing its full potential. Columbus Mavunga reports from Victoria Falls in Zimbabwe.
Even though water levels at Victoria Falls on the border of Zimbabwe and Zambia are lower than usual, tourists like Sarah are still visiting in large numbers.
I am impressed, to be honest. I've been enjoying too much the country and the culture, and also obviously this site, Victoria Falls, is wonderful.
She wants to return one day like Simon, who is from Zimbabwe but now lives in the UK.
Yeah, I returned to come see Victoria Falls as an experience because when I was young I never really got to see it. So last year I came, and this year I brought my friend from the UK to come actually have a view of the great Zambezi and Victoria Falls here, which we are experiencing, and it's very nice, very beautiful.
But the country's international reputation suffers from what the US State Department describes as credible reports of human rights abuses, including unlawful or arbitrary killings, harsh and life-threatening prison conditions, and restrictions on free expression and media. Economist Gift Mgano says these government practices negatively impact tourism.
That is not good for our brand equity. And so as long as we are doing that, we don't get as much arrival as possible, because we earn a bad name as a country. When hardware issues, we need to work on an infrastructure, our roads, our water supplies, our electricity.
Even so, government statistics show the tourism sector had receipts of $493 million in the first half of this year, compared to $398 million same period in 2023. And tourist leaders hope for continued growth.
The government has embarked on an emergency road rehabilitation program, and some other major roads have started getting attention. Our roads shall also get attention in due course. We are not too much worried about that, because our airports have been rehabilitated, because also the fact that most of our tourists come from outside the country means that the state of the roads does not completely damage the image of tourism or the numbers that are going to come through into the country.
Mukwasi added that the number of tourists visiting Zimbabwe has been rising since the end of COVID pandemic, and that arrivals were up by 27% in the first half of this year over the same period last year, according to Zimbabwe's Minister of Tourism. He hopes that in future the sector will rival agriculture, manufacturing and mining as a driver of the economy. Columbus Mavunga, VOA News, Victoria Falls, Zimbabwe.
Thank you for watching VOA's Red Carpet. I'm Jackson Vunganye. For more entertainment news, remember to check us out at voaafrica.com. We are also on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Until next time, goodbye everyone.